Well, hello everyone. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Anne. We're in my home studio in Parker, Colorado, and you're watching Art on the Creek. I've pulled out a couple of really great books that are just near and dear to my heart. These were my mother's. She was a draftsman to begin her career. She later became a dress designer, but as a draftsman, she used these books often to create some designs. This one is called The Handbook of Designs and Devices. It's a Dover Publications book out of New York, and it's published in 1932 and 1946. So she graduated high school in 1942. Look at that, $1.90. So in her day, that book was pretty new for her. I remember this book as a child, though. I would sit and take it off my mom's shelf and read it because these letters, the alphabets, and all of the pictures, the designs, this is how lettering was done. No fonts, no computers. It was all done by hand. I'm not very good at it, but I thought we could give it a shot today and get Inktober off to a good start. Shall we? It'll be here before we know it. Let's get started. This book is just one of those memories. That's my mother's signature there, and this is the pen she used to sign that. I'm just so enwrapped in memory lane here when I go through these pages. This book only cost $1. 101 Ornamental Alphabets by Raymond Cohn and Michael Estrin. And this one was published, I believe, in the 50s. I think 1955, yes. So this would have been something she had to kick off her drafting career. All of these alphabets, you would draw them by hand or trace them. I'm going to try and draw them by hand. I really like this one, and it's called Old English Curlicue. Some of these alphabets in here are kind of naughty. So you can imagine, as a child reading this book, I probably thought I was really getting away with something. This particular book that I'm using, the sketchbook, is my last page. Can you believe it? I'm completing a sketchbook. The last page of a colored pencil sketchbook that I have that is a B paper brand. I don't really have a plan for this page yet. I'm just kind of messing around, and I wanted to find the center and make a couple of lines. I'm not really sure how I'm going to write this out. What I wanted to do, I have been thinking about Inktober. I didn't participate in it last year, and this year I also missed out on World Watercolor Month because our family was really busy this summer. So I really want to do a challenge, and I've kind of cheated. I've already got the first two prompts done as I'm taping this, and today is Tuesday, September 16th when I'm doing this voiceover. However, all you have to do is go online and look for the prompts, and you can get a jump start on it if it's something that that would stress you out, because sometimes it does stress me out to do these challenges, and I think honestly that's why I enjoy doing them so much, because I want to be able to commit to something for 30 or 31 days. It really shouldn't be that challenging, but sometimes, life just gets in the way and then you just forget to do it. I spent 25 minutes doing this today. Actually more than that, because part of it I didn't film. So honestly, I probably spent an hour working on this. I do have less footage than I wanted to because I was thinking I was done, and then I decided to do more. So you'll see that at the end. But I will also include at the end photos, so you can take a screenshot of all of the prompts for Inktober, and I will also list them in the description below so that if you're interested in participating in Inktober, you can do that. Now, Inktober is a monthly challenge, not monthly challenge, I'm sorry. It is every October is Inktober, and it is a challenge to make 31 ink drawings in 31 days. They give you the list of prompts. I am doing them in my living room in the evenings while I'm watching TV. I have a different sketchbook that is just a real medium to medium thin quality paper. I don't even know what kind of paper it is, to be honest. And I filled it with a lot of pencil drawings, but I have just enough pages left to do some ink drawings in there, and I am not using anything fancy. I'm using a ballpoint pen. It's a black ink pen. Do you know why I'm using this pen? Because it was the one sitting next to this sketchbook. I think those little serendipitous moments, sometimes you just have to take advantage of them, and that's what I'm doing upstairs in our living room. I am, every evening, I'll look at the prompts and draw one or two. Last night I got the first two done, and I had so much fun. I thought, you know what, I think I'm going to do kind of a page that's an homage to Inktober and fall and all of the things that I really kind of like. I was kind of thinking Bell Book and Candle and Edgar Allan Poe as I was making these letters. The curlicue here reminded me of the wrought iron fences that you can find here in the United States in older areas around cemeteries. Like I know we have some up in the mountains from some of the old mountain towns, but where have I seen a plethora of these would be, like in Boston around the cemeteries there. I remember a lot of these wrought iron fences and gates, and anywhere that you have Victorian or Gothic architecture. I think that these wrought iron curlicue style gates were very, very common, and that's what these letters reminded me of. So it kind of put me in that autumnal spirit. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit and try and find some fall music to go along with it. And you can see how I mapped this out and then went over it with my ink pen. The ink pen that I'm going to use is actually a brush pen. It's a Pentel brush pen, and I will link to everything in the description below. So in case you're interested on purchasing anything at all, then you can check out those links. And I always recommend, even though they're going to be affiliate links, I always recommend that you shop either locally or wherever you can get your best price, because with things are the way they are nowadays, I don't know what you are paying or what imports or local products that you can get wherever you live. So I'll put the links there for your convenience, but no pressure. You don't have to. Don't ever feel that you have to purchase from those. They're just there for your convenience. What else can I tell you? Oh, channel members. I just sent out the Happy Mail for the month of October, so you should be receiving that soon. I hope you really like it. It's a nice surprise. It was a surprise to me because when I found this thing that I'm sending to you and sharing with you, I had forgotten that I painted it. So hopefully you will like what I've done with it. And for the rest of you who maybe aren't a channel member, there will be a link in the description below, and you can learn all about the benefits of channel membership with Art on the Creek. One of those benefits, like I just mentioned, is Happy Mail, and that is every month, channel members, you will receive something physical from me in the mail. It can be a bookmark of some of my artwork, a sticker of some of my artwork, or print, or some samples of art supplies. I send out something every single month, about the middle of the month, to every single channel member, regardless of what tier you are invested in. And you'll also have access, every channel member has access to a growing library of full-length tutorials, as well as Pikes Peak members. That is the highest tier. You guys do have access to that monthly e-newsletter where we'll go in depth a little bit more. I will tell you what's behind the scenes in my studio, and we'll always have prompts every day, not just for Inktober, but every day of the year. You will have a prompt so that you will never be without an idea of something to paint. I hope that you guys are all doing well, and let me know in the comments if you're planning on participating in Inktober this year. And you don't have to limit it to ink. You could use any kind of marker ink or acrylic ink, any kind of ink at all. So kind of think outside of the box. I was thinking it would be kind of fun to create journal pages out of these. So you'll see where this is headed as we continue. All right, my friends, I will let the music take over, and I will catch up with you again at the end of the video. There is definitely a lot of value in leaving things black and white, stark and clean. However, that is not my style. So I went ahead and got out some washi tapes and the washi stickers, some papers and inks, and I embellished this. And now I'm kind of realizing that since I did all the embellishments, the word Inktober kind of got lost. So I'm just doing a little bit of shading here. This is a Derwent Color Soft pencil in the shade Terracotta. And I'm just going to go around on the left and kind of the underside of the letters here just to kind of create somewhat of a shadow. And the reason I chose the terracotta is because you can see on the torn sheets of music I have on there, I went over the edges of those with kind of a bronze ink pad. So here is where we landed, and I hope this kind of gets you guys in a bit of an autumnal mood. And let me know in the comments again if you're going to participate in Inktober. I will, and I'm going to try and post on Instagram. I will also share probably a video of the sketchbook walkthrough at the end of the month. So I hope you guys, the end of October that is, I hope you guys are all having a really wonderful mid-September, and happy fall everyone. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye now.